Ginger is a much better fisherman, fisher woman, fisherman, fisher lady. She fishes better. Fishes better. She can fish better than I can. She catches more. Something like that. But I have just as much fun driving the boat as I do fishing, so. Hey guys, I am the Wesman, and this is my one-stall garage. Today we're going to get started working on the pontoon boat. Spring is here, summer is quickly approaching, fishing season just around the corner, and I'm anxious to get the pontoon boat back out on the water. These old fuel tanks came with the pontoon boat, but I actually didn't use these ones last year. I used my son-in-law's, but I'm going to get these ones cleaned up and ready for this year. They're in great shape, but they are dirty, and somebody who owned it before me had put their name on it. So I'm going to get them cleaned up. I got two of them. I already did some scraping on this one, and I'm going to scrape some of this crud off of here, get them in the parts washer, get them prepped up for some paint. I drained these out because they've been sitting a few years and haven't been used. Hey, look at that. There's a sight glass on that fuel tank, like a gauge. That dude's name off of there.
So heavy, weighing down upon my dreams, and the spaces wide and empty make believe that I am free. I know I don't deserve this reprieve, and second chances are fiction to me, but I can't help but have come to believe. Why don't you see?
So I got online, well, last night and then again this morning, and I was looking for new decals for that thing, well, for those tanks, and I found some, and then I was talking with my wife about, you know, if it would be cheaper for us to order them or to make them, and well, the truth of the matter is, since we're only going to be like a one-off kind of a thing, it was cheaper for us to order them. So I ordered those this morning. They should be here in a couple of days. And so those should look really good. I'm excited to see how they turn out. and get him back on the boat here in I don't know, probably next month sometime we'll have this boat back in the water. And I just can't wait. Like I said, I'd like to drive the boat just as much as I do enjoy going out fishing. So it's win-win. I'm just using window cleaner to wipe these off. It's not like I'm painting a $400,000 Lamborghini or McLaren or something. And if I was, I'd probably be using window cleaner to wipe it off. Does the same thing, gets it clean, doesn't leave behind any residue, and gets off the stuff. Watch your guys' ears. I'm not going to try to get this in your face. Close your eyes. Should I take this off and respray that black? Because it is a little bit peely. Peely, that's an industry term. And I think I'm going to. I came this far. Figured I might as well keep going. Paint that real quick. Buzz that black, and should have brought the battery out for the cordless, because they're pretty long-winded. About a week since I was working on these. I'm going to get back to that. Got to build up some air in my air compressor. This one I went ahead and got it sanded already. I was going to put some paint on it, but I decided if I put some paint on it and then started working on this one, I'm just going to blow dirt and crap and stuff all over it. So got this one. I started to sand it down, and I was going to just about do it like that and then paint it, but then on that one I decided to just keep on going and took it down to the bare metal, and hopefully it'll turn out a much better product. So I am going to put you guys on time lapse. No, that didn't work. Build up some air pressure, work on sanding that a little bit, getting a couple of things done. You guys can watch that. That didn't work. And I'll bring you guys back and we'll see how that turns out.
We need the help ourselves, so we
I know what you guys are thinking. I can't believe you're sanding that with the gas lit off. It's all cleaned out. We will blow that out with some air before we put gas back in it. And of course we run a filter off of that. It's got a bulb to pump and prime, and then a filter. There's a little plastic, there it is. Put that back in there so we don't lose it. A little bit earlier while I was in here sanding, I heard what sounded like a gunshot outside. I kind of live out in the country, and it sounded like a cannon going off. I don't know if somebody was outside shooting a coyote or what the heck they were doing. Okay, let's blow this thing off. Well, there that went. I was using my welding apron to keep from banging that around on the welding table. That's pretty noisy. I'm going to catch this back piece right here that was covered up by that. So last week when I was out here and I got this started, these were pretty dirty, scratched up. Decals and stuff were all wore off of it. So I ordered some new ones. Got the mixed fuel only for one side and the flammable keep fire away for the other for both tanks. So hopefully they will come out really good. I'm gonna wipe this thing down and see what we can come up with. I wiped it off with a heavy batch of Windex, or the generic equivalency. Where? I'll try to blow this off one more time. Help dry up some of that Windex, and probably gonna have to leave it set a little bit. I just want to turn the heater back on so I can bring this place back up to about 70 degrees in here. We're gonna get some primer on it, and we'll bring you right back. That's about 3 pretty good heavy coats on the bottom of that. This stuff is it's Rust-Oleum automotive primer, and it's high building, so I'll be able to rub that down with some sandpaper to smooth it up before I put some paint on it. Woohoo! Stay still, baby. That's right, baby. Went ahead and let that primer dry up on the bottom. Went ahead and got that mask off. And I am going to put some primer on that. There the ball bearing goes. Never a good thing when the ball is stuck. I'm going to go ahead and put the primer on this tonight, but I'm not going to be able to spray paint this and get my safety red on there until tomorrow, so we are going to get this primered and head into the house and call it a night. Pick it back up tomorrow. Well, good quality tank. If I knew how to do that slow motion thing, I'd have went, no. All right, let's see here. I like these metal ones. It's not like my boat is brand new. It's an older boat, and this older nostalgic looking fuel can, I think to me just looks better. Plus I like to come out in the garage and mess around, you know. So I'll probably have in total, probably, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 hours in these by the time I get them done. And some paint and some sandpaper. And some time out in the garage doing what I like to do anyways. It's a hell of a savings. Tomorrow morning I'll have to scuff this one down like I did that one before I put my red paint on there. Safety red. Alright guys, the next morning I went ahead and scuffed the other one down, flipped them over, painted the bottom sides. And now I'm going to put some red on the tanks themselves. You can see a little overspray comes up on the side there. So let's get those. Probably shouldn't have my back to you, huh? Let's do it from this side. This stuff actually is on pretty thick and pretty good coverage. I'm not really trying to lay down a heavy coat. It comes out. And it's putting down a lot of overspray as well. Got the door open today, don't have the heater on, it's sun shining right now. Get underneath the handle. I think these are going to look great. Well, that is coat number one. What do you guys think? Coat number one. Gonna let that tack up a few minutes and put another coat on there. All right, we're gonna give it one more coat and then we're gonna let them dry. These things look fantastic. Okay, I think that that is enough red. So I am going to let those dry up, sit for a while, and we will come back and take a look at them. I think there's a couple of runs in this one, but I don't think there is. I know there is. There's a couple of runs in that one. I think when I put the second coat on, must have went a little bit too heavy. But it's a blind man on a fast horse is never going to notice it. So I'm done here then, right, babes?
Yeah.
Okay, so hey everybody, I am going to go ahead and make an additional graphic for the side of the fuel tanks. Need a little bit of flair. So I laid out my sign, my graphic, Connect machine, circuit, select circuit device.
That's Cricut, babes, Cricut. Okay, drop down.
Okay, now I can hit the Cricut button, and that should start sucking it in and making a cut.
Talk to your audience. You're all
Well,
like,
I'm a little
intrigued.
mesmerized. Yeah, I've never done this before, so I'm kind of excited. I have the flammable Danger Keep Fire Away, which is a pretty big graphic to go on the one side, and then the mixed fuel only is pretty small, so that's going to go around the corner up onto the top by the fuel lid. So then we're going to build this sign, and I'm not going to tell you what it says yet. And this will go on the opposing side, so it'll have flammable on one side and this on the other. And that's it again.
Yep.
So I want an arrow to back it out.
Yep. Okay.
And that is all on there.
That's what you don't want to do.
Oh, well,
See
you
how
just
you're
said it.
bending that? No, because like,
No, that's not what you said the first time, though.
well, you kind of, I knew what I was talking about. And this is where you really need some good lighting, because you're going to want to use scissors, your graphics out, but give yourself enough space on each side of the graphics so that you can put transfer tape over top.
Of each piece.
Yeah. Can you see?
Well, I can't see a damn thing. Always lay out your transfer tape and put your graphic on top because it's easier that way. And we're going to give this a little zip across there. I do have the end of it up. Just the tip. I already have a piece cut for the valve. So that was a tutorial on
What not to do.
how not to do it. So we're going to do it again. Okay, now we don't want to do what I did the last time. Let this stick to itself. So that's kind of like pulling it back when you let that back piece come up.
Flip it over and pull your back off the front.
You told me not to do it that way.
No, I didn't tell you not to do that way.
Well, I'm this way now.
Okay, well, don't let it come up on itself.
Yeah. So you're going to lay that out. And this is where you kind of got to be careful because you don't want to get a lot of, well, you don't want any bubbles or creases on your letters. So you want to get that laid out as flat as you can. And I think I might have a bit of a wrinkle right there, but I've got my Golden Corral gift card that I got for Christmas. And when you do this, you might think that you could use any debit card, credit card, gift card, but you can't. It has to be a Golden Corral
Oh my God.
gift card. It doesn't work if it's not.
Right.
I got a wrinkle.
It's okay. Let me see how bad it is. Okay, just burnish it out.
Yeah,
The best
this
you can.
process is called burnish. I thought she said varnish the first time. Oh, that came right out. You can just work that until you get that right out of there. If it takes 4 or 5 times like I did, it came out.
And doing this helps the graphics stick to the transfer tape.
Oh, okay. So we're not just working out bubbles.
Well,
we're
that
actually
too.
getting this to bond to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
both.
Want to leave yourself, I don't know, 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch. You don't have to get your calipers or anything out. You want to leave enough that you can work around it, but just put a little room down there and cut off the big edges. So you're not working with such a big piece when you're trying to apply it. That's upside down.
Well,
Now what are we going to do?
turn it right side up.
Oh, okay.
God. What are you snipping over there? You're making me nervous.
Well, don't you worry about it. Yeah.
So use your little tool and make sure you're getting the part that's cut.
I want to get it, so I want to get this in the hole. I want to get my poker.
Get it underneath.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm putting
the
poker in the hole.
And you just want to grab that little part that's in the A.
Okay. So it's going to kind of sit like that.
Yeah.
And what does that say?
The Wesman.
The Wesman. I got that nickname when I was about 25 years old, so just a couple of years ago. Okay, so now I'm going to do that all over again.
Yeah.
So this process should maybe work a little bit faster this time. All right, so I've got both of my pieces, my small pieces, and both of my bigger pieces. We made some vinyl graphics on Ginger's Cricut machine today, and I'm excited to see how they turn out. I'm a first timer. Right up on the top of the tank, right about here, up by the fuel lid. We're going to put that one just about right there. And a little bugger. There we go. There we go. That look about good for you guys. Level. Just gonna press that down, try to make sure I get all any air bubbles that might be in it, and just press it down. Make sure all my corners are sticking. Okay, now let's try this one. This I thought was a nice touch. Now you might not want the Wesman on your tank, maybe you do. But if your name is Irvin Flugelbinder, you might want to put Irvin Flugelbinder on your tank. The Wesman. Now that is vinyl graphics that I made on my wife's Cricut machine. And since the mixed fuel only decal was so much smaller, I didn't want to put that down here on the side. I just thought that it would look, I don't know, lost and all that. So I went ahead and came up with this and decided that that would be the way to go. This stuff here is called Mod Podge. I keep telling Ginger it's hodgepodge, but it is Mod Podge. And Cricut recommends this when you put a permanent graphic on like that, a vinyl graphic, that you take some Mod Podge. You don't have to use tons of it. This stuff will go on white and then it will dry clear. And I've already got the other one done. So when I get this on there white, I will show you what the other one looks like as it's dried. It's now clear. This just helps to bond it to the paint. I'm starting to get some shadows as the sun is going down. But I'm about done for the day. Okay, see, now that is white, and you can blatantly see that there's white Mod Podge over that tank, and it is definitely white. You can see that. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when it dries. Yeah, see there, you can see how this one is already dried clear. And so that one there, that will dry the same way. And then that will be it. I love these tanks. I really like the style of them stuff. And I just thought that the way they were, you know, kind of scrungy looking and stuff. And like I said earlier, I checked into replacing them. And the price of these is pretty crazy. Near $100 a piece. I think 95 is what I said earlier. And so I thought, well, I can do this. I can strip these down and bring them back to life. And I guess that you might find a flaw here or there or something. But I think they look great. And I think you guys can do this too. There. So that is those. Those are done. Now, if you were interested, let me see, let me grab something like this, for example. I have this old military ammo box, and somebody has painted this thing an old dingy yellow, and then it's been being lugged around for years and years. And I just have old mixed-matched sockets, spares in case I lose or break one. I mean, just ones that I've had and collected that don't fit in my full set. And this box is in perfect shape. There's nothing wrong with it, but it looks bad. And I'm thinking in my rat rod outside that I don't have a glove box. And I'm probably not gonna have a glove box. But I thought we could take that ammo can and I'll strip it the same way I did these gas cans and paint it. Try to maybe get it close to the paint that's on the body of the Jeep. Or I think I'm going to run aluminum wheels on that. So maybe paint that ammo box in aluminum color and then put some graphics on it. The name of my rat rod is actually up there in the window. It's called Ratgasm. I just thought it was a cool name, and you could put that on there, mount that inside, and you know, keep your registration, insurance card, charger for your phone. Those things are watertight, so you could put that in there, you know, paint it, put some graphics on it, and make yourself a pretty cool box. Also, like a Thompson's water seal can, those gallon cans, you could also take one of those, you know, or a paint can or whatever, and you could sand them down, paint them, and you could get some, you know, if you had access to a Cricut. Guys, if your wife doesn't have a Cricut, buy them one. You can make anything, t-shirts, hats, coffee cups. You can design, you know, anything and put on them. You know, if your last name is Smith, you could put a graphic on there. Smith Motor Oil since 1845. Nobody'd know. I mean, they might know it's fake, but it could be cool on your garage wall. Anything like that. So that is my gas tanks. These are for my pontoon boat. My name is the Wesman, and this is my one stall garage. Thanks guys for tuning in. If you like this little video segment on the gas tanks for the boat, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Any questions you might have or anything that you may have done different, let me know. I will try to answer each and every one of them, and that'll do it. So until next time, I'll see you then.